Hello everybody, welcome to our Sengoku Dynasty survival guide. So we are talking about how to make bronze today, and there are a few prerequisites, a few things you gotta do before you can start making bronze. The first, we'll just go ahead and take a look at the recipe. So to make bronze, you will need at least 1 copper, 1 tin ore, and then 3 firewood, and you'll need Sengoku's a little bit weird in how it makes its stuff, and that you need to like fill up the kind of production place with the resources. So it's a good idea to have at least like 20 copper ore, 20 tin ore, and then like 60 firewood on hand. And then you can just feed it into this smelter, and it's going to start making bronze for you. Now, obviously, we'll have to break down these resources a little bit because you might not have what you need to make bronze. So first of all, obviously, copper is going to come from a resource. Oops, come back here. A resource from one of the various sort of liberation regions that you need to unlock. So if you're in Sasogi, for example, if you liberate this area, you will be able to then have your workers mine copper ore for you. If you don't, if you can't liberate this just yet, you can still get copper ore. There are various like little copper ore like stones throughout this area that you can use like a pickaxe and just mine it yourself. But obviously the fastest and most efficient route is going to be just setting up like a mining post, or even I think even like the foraging, you might be able to get it through there. I have to double check that one, but basically just have your villagers and have them set them up to get the copper ore for you, and that'll get you that resource. The next resource you're going to need is tin, and that's a little bit harder to get. There are a few ways, there are a few like regions here that will give you tin. For example, the Injiro Rebels region, which is a pretty easy region to liberate. I believe you just need to build a watchtower here. So just do that and then build your mining post, and your villagers can start, bringing in that tin ore that you can, then use to make bronze. You can also purchase tin ore if you don't want to set all that up literally just to get tin ore. You can go to Iwasaki, and I believe there's like a mining merchant there. He sells tin ore for like, I don't know, I think it's like 9 coins or something like that for one anyway. So that's a way to get some tin ore as well. Now, once you have tin ore, you're going to need to make the workshop. I believe that's what this is called, the workshop. And you're going to need to make sure you have the smelter, furniture, production area all built. And then once you do, you just take your resources, you feed them in there, and bronze does take a little bit to make, so it might not be a bad idea to assign a worker to this job specifically, just so you can have a pretty steady flow of bronze coming in. And like I said, the recipe here, like the ratio is 1 copper ore, 1 tin ore, and 3 firewood to make 1 bronze. So set that up, and you'll have, a good supply of bronze coming in no time. But that's about it. So you guys have questions, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep surviving and keep thriving.